Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Let's see who's here. Can everybody hear me? Yeah? I hope you guys not hearing my fan in the background. I'm melting. Hi Lisa. Hi Canadian Mama. Hi Lucy. Hi Sarah. Hi Irvin. Hi Frankie. Hi Dave. Hi Molson. Molson, you're new. Hi Jennifer. Hi Cecile. Hi everyone. How's everybody doing? So I guess Danny won't be joining us tonight. She had an accident, so somebody hit her sideways with her car, and she had trouble with her jaw and stuff. She only slept for 5 hours last night, so I guess she won't be coming on. But yeah, let's just send her our best wishes, and maybe she joins us tonight. She has the link, so yeah. Yeah, she's okay. I think it's just a lack of sleep. I guess, pain. Yeah, to be honest, I did not even speak with her in detail, but I guess she's all right. I think she's just fallen asleep. Hi, Capri. So, that being said, I would need a moderator. Who's up for being a moderator for tonight? Because when I share my screen with you guys, I can't see the chat. So, hi, everybody. Jennifer, right? Okay. Hold on. I gotta check how to do this. You should be a moderator now, Jennifer. You'll all help. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. Thank you. Yeah. Just like every time, no hate, no drama, no fighting in the comments. A beautiful woman with an accent talking about crime. How did I get so lucky? You can't mean me, though. Okay. All right. What we gonna talk about today is there a possibility that the sheet was placed at Cervi? Plus the special of NK's deleted phone logs. The phone logs were deleted from the discovery. Well, the phone logs until Murder Monday. So let's see what we can find out. I would like to start with the special, if that's okay with everybody, because of the screen sharing. And I'm gonna do the overlay of the sheets live with you on screen. So yeah, I would like to basically start with NK. Hi, Ginger. Yeah. Oh my God, found this channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome. Okay, if Jennifer needs help, just give me a shout. Or if anybody wants to come on the panel, no problem at all. I'll send you the link. I'm gonna send the link into the chat. So in case anybody wants to come on. So hot in here, man. I hope you guys don't hear my fan in the background. Right? Okay, Irvin, that's great. All right. Just come on. whenever you want to. Yeah, Jennifer, congratulations for being a moderator. Okay, good. I'm melting here. Good morning, Tiger Girl. Oh, before I forget, you see that ticker going through? We now have memberships, so feel free to join. I'll be doing membership-only live streams in the future too. It doesn't need to be talking about crime, we can talk about some other topics as well, but just so you know, so should be fun. All right, whenever somebody wants to come on, I post the link again. Feel free. Otherwise, I'm gonna go right into this now and share my screen with you guys. Just beware that I don't see the chat. Oh, we have our first member, Canadian Mama. Thank you so much. Just be aware that I don't see chat when I'm gonna go share my screen with you guys. I'm repeating myself. All right, let's get into this. Where is it? There you go. There you go. We're gonna talk about the deleted phone records and what they're gonna tell us. So first of all, I'm gonna show you the phone records of the billing period from July 14th to August 13th. And since those documents are no longer available in the discovery, I redacted in case personal information such as account number or home address. So here we get into, I uploaded those for you guys so you can screenshot them and share them and whatever. So I'm not gonna go through all these in detail. I just wanted to put them up for you. It's pretty hard to find on the internet now since they're deleted, completely gone from the discovery. What I also noticed is when they deleted, I think it's 8 or 9 pages, and when they deleted it, they just added some more or duplicated some of CW's prison letters. So this is kind of weird to me, because why not just say, leave her alone. We took out her phone records, but there's no need to, be sneaky and think people won't notice. So, yeah. So this is the first 2 pages. You just see her normal bill. On the left side, you see in the middle where that yellow thingy is, you see her name, her phone number, and then it says page 2. So many people ask, why does it say page 2? Because this is page 1. It's pretty simple. It says the details you see with the yellow icon, you gonna get detailed information on page 2, which you see on the right side. You see the yellow icon, so it's nothing unusual about that. So Nicole had a phone plan, paid 75 quid for that a month. She had an extended warranty on her iPhone, I guess, and just the basic stuff, how many gigabyte and so on and so on. So that's the next is taxes and government fees. Then we start into her actual phone logs. Like you see, I redacted the last few digits of the phone number since these documents are no longer publicly available. So I don't want anybody to go after anyone who we don't know. So yeah, like I said, guys, you can go through all that in detail. That's why I put it up. Just pause this live stream and go back and read it for yourself or dig into this. I did a timeline, and really, really detailed timeline on all the phone logs, on all the router logs, in my Big Watts group. So feel free to join there and check it out. So this continues. You see on top, it's the billing period of July 14th to August the 13th. Same here. The blue is CW, by the way, and the yellow is her friend Jimbo. Well, you see on the left side, she did not call Chris Watts so much simply because he was seeing Shanann in North Carolina. So that's why you almost only see yellow. And then this is just another slip and additional information. And that's the overview. So her amount due that month was $107.60. Nothing odd, nothing weird about that. Then we have the billing period of August the 14th to September the 13th. They redacted whatever they wanted to redact, so I give a rat's ass, to be honest. I did not redact anything in those documents because they are still publicly available, so feel free to download them from the discovery. Here you see, like I said, the billing period from August to September. She paid $138.80. She got a new phone. That's the Motorola C3. And there they inform her last month. We just saw her billing, her bill was 107, and this month is 138. And Verizon notifies you basically what has changed. We see that she has a new phone, which she is paying $17 a month. And on the right side, you see she got a little refund from her previous phone, the iPhone 6 she had, I believe. She had an extended warranty and a mobile protection. And since she got that new phone, they basically made a new warranty for that phone. She got a little refund of $3 something. So nothing unusual there. There you see just the same thing. Like in the first bill, they just list in blue what is new. Then you can see her that's the actual phone logs from the discovery. So you guys can check that out too. Now let's get to the odd things. You see on the left, she had an extended warranty she paid in her July 14th to August 13th billing period. That was, she paid $3 for her previous phone, the iPhone, I assume. Then in the middle, you see she got a new phone, obviously, in the August billing period. So she got a refund of $3.77. And on the right side, you see another overview where they, the basics, her name in the yellow icon, her phone number, an account number. And next to that, it says what phone she's using, what phone she has on the plan with Verizon. So when you check out her old phone bill, the July to August billing period, you don't see a phone. I mean, that could be just that, her phone wasn't on the plan maybe, or, but it's pretty unusual because I checked some more phone bills during investigating her phone bills. So, and they all had a phone next to their phone number. So I don't know why this is left out or whited out or blacked out or whatever. It's just missing. And she was definitely on some kind of phone plan because she had a warranty and an extended protection she paid $3 for, like you see here on the left, during her July and August billing period. So that's what I was finding odd. I mean, it could mean something, it couldn't mean anything. So yeah, you decide on that. So, and I just can't believe I say this once in my life, but NK once in her life did not lie. And that's when her friend Charlotte and herself went to Verizon and got a new phone. So on the left, you see a screenshot of the discovery. It's page 717. You can go look it up. It's the full report of her friend Charlotte. And she's saying on September the 7th, Nelson responded, Charlotte Nelson. She showed me the old text messages on her phone the night before last, on the 5th. When she was here at my house, we had went to Verizon earlier on that same day so she could get a new phone since the one she had wasn't working well. It must be that the messages were backed up and transferred over to the new phone. Frederick Police Department Detective Baumhofer is in possession of the phone of Kessinger, and potentially the text will exist in it upon execution of a search warrant. So what that means basically is, you see on the right side, she is saying, or her friend Charlotte is saying, she went with NK to Verizon. They got a new phone for her since I believe she had a Motorola Razr or something. She brought in to her interview to get it hooked up from the Technics guy. But I don't know, something was wrong. It was an old phone, and actually Kobach laughed at her for her phone. That was quite funny. But yeah, like you see on the right side, she got a refund of $3.77 because she got that phone on September the 5th. So it is really true. Her friend Charlotte and herself went into Verizon and got a new phone on the 5th. So now let's get into cell phone towers. First of all, I wanted to explain to you how that even works. You know, I heard so much rumors like, oh, her phone did not ping, her phone pinged in Erie, Frederick has no cell phone tower, Frederick has only one. So I just wanted to explain to you what a handshake is. So phones have an isotropic antennas that radiate in all directions like lamps. You can see that pretty good here, in all directions. The base stations use directional antennas, each using a set of frequencies, such that no antenna interferes with its neighbors. The phone doesn't know where the station is, only tracks the signal from the stations close to it, and will pick the one with the strongest level or switch to another station otherwise. That's called roaming mode. When the phone selects a station, it starts a handshake process to negotiate a channel and inquire on the services available, among other things. The station will identify the hardware, EMI, in its database, authenticate the client, then assign a channel and inform the phone location to the rest of the network so that calls are forwarded to the right base station. If the station is too busy or overcrowded by other subscribers, the phone is rejected and we get no service available on the screen, or you just simply have no signal. Right? Let me just read up quick on the chat. Yeah, it's weird how she uses old phones. I thought, that interview was, Irvin is saying that, that interview was August 23rd. And I always thought she brought in her new phone already. But then I rewatched, and then I checked the phone records again, and I'm like, no, I clearly debunked myself, you know. So yeah, probably realized she was getting let go. Yeah, probably. I love the way you explain things. Can't wait to know what pings really mean. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get into this. All right, where did I stop? So if the station is too busy or overcrowded by other subscribers, you get just rejected, and you get basically no signal. So it's not like if you're too far from the next tower, it's not like you're switching and switching and switching. You simply have no signal. It's not connecting or doing a handshake with any other tower like 10 miles away. During calls, the phone maintains two conversations, one between users through the assigned voice channel and another through a special service channel between the phone and station to track signal quality and other parameters, and may transfer the call to another station with a better signal, that's handover, or stop the call if the signal is too weak or by network command. So that means basically it does hand over to another tower, but not if the signal is too weak, meaning if the tower is too far away. So there are exactly 2 cell phone towers in Frederick. You can look that up. Just type in Google cell phone towers, Weld County, and it will show you all cell phone towers. I had to watermark these things. I'm gonna go forward doing this because, everybody can use my information or my stuff. It's no problem at all. But, I put hours of work into the staff and Danielle as well. So, I just don't want anybody to just screenshot stuff and, don't put any effort in it, So that just aside. So there's the Richland Towers and the Citycasters Tower. You see on the right where the Richland Tower is, that's the top one, and the bottom one is the Citycasters. To your left, you see Frederick. Now we see the Erie Tower, where everybody says she pinged from, which is actually not true. It's the Frederick Tower, so she definitely pinged in Frederick. Had she pinged in Erie, the origin of the phone call would have said Erie or any tower nearby. We see in her phone logs, when you guys go back to study those, she also pings in Thornton, she pings in Fort Lupton, she pings in Platteville, she pings like everywhere, right? So the origin of the phone call, when you take a phone call or make a phone call, will always be the nearest tower showing up. So in this case, Frederick. Then you see Platteville on top. That's because everybody said, oh, she was on her way to work, but we get to this as well. Just let me read up on chat real quick. I thought she went shopping with Charlotte Pryor. Yeah, Molson, that's what I thought too. But then I saw her interview in the Discovery, and I was like, hold on, I saw that date somewhere. And when I went back to the phone records, I saw that she actually did not lie. So they really did get the phone on the 5th. I also thought, she's lying. This is so good. We hear about pings, but I never truly understood how they work. Yeah, we're getting to the pings right now. So that's the pings. Your phone basically, even though if you turn off locations, your phone will always ping your location, because otherwise you have no connection to the network. Simple, isn't it? So let's find her first ping. So according to her phone records, her first ever ping in Frederick was on July the 14th, 2018. And I put a little screenshot of her phone records here to the left. You see that, July 14th. And this is where you see in the middle Thornton, then in the middle Frederick, and on the bottom North Glen. This is where the towers connected to her phone. That means she placed a phone call and the tower immediately recognized where she's at. So at 9:58 a.m., she placed a phone call to CW originating in Thornton. At 10:24 a.m. on July 14th, she pinged in Frederick, calling Chris. Then at 3:57 p.m., she pinged in North Glen, calling Chris. On the right, you see a little screenshot of my timeline, the one I mentioned earlier. It's in my group. You can read up on it if you want. So I was wondering what was happening on this day, July the 14th, because I don't, I don't have everything in my head. Like, it's so long ago. So at 1:25, when did she call him? At 10:24, Kessinger's phone pings in Frederick. She picks up what's to go to the museum. Okay, so we now know why her phone pinged in Frederick. And she called him saying, hey, come out. I'm outside waiting for you. So according to what's on that day, while at the house, Dieter the dog led Kessinger upstairs. She came back downstairs with this frozen, dazed look on her face. According to Kessinger, she asked Watts, why are we doing this? Are you willing to give all this up? Watts told Kessinger that Shanann and him were actively, I can't even spell today, actively trying to have a baby before him and Kessinger met. Kessinger freaked out, yelled at Watts, and stormed out to her truck, sitting in her truck for 30 minutes and texting Watts while outside. Well, the situation calmed down then. You can read up on that in the Discovery. So Kessinger then invited Watts over to her house for the night, apologized for freaking out, saying, I got mad because I thought I could give you a son. So no way, absolutely no way she did not know Shanann was pregnant. No way. So, thank you, Just the Facts. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so that was the day she was saying, I want to give you a son. So then let's look at her second phone ping. That was on July the 18th. She pinged in Frederick at 3:58 on the 18th of July. Watts arrived at home from work, and Kessinger leaves a voicemail to Watts at 4:34. At 4:40, Watts calls Kessinger, and Kessinger's phone still pings in Frederick. So basically what happened here is she's sitting outside somewhere, looking at his house probably, spying on him and calling him, pinging in Frederick, and he doesn't even know. So I also have the voicemail. So lean back, guys, and enjoy.
Hi. It's me. I miss your face. I was just calling to say hi. Call me back. Bye.
Did you notice the change in her voice though? At the start, she's kind of like childish. I play it up for you again.
Hi. It's me. I miss your face. I was just calling to say hi. Call me back. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Women giggle sometimes, but then it was like from, all funny and all this and all that to call me back, bye. Like, I find that kind of odd. Maybe it's just me, but that was weird. It's like, two personalities and one person kind of thing. I don't know. So somebody's asking, he was not at home. Yes, he was at home. He came home from work at 3:58 p.m. She left him a voicemail at 4:34. We just heard the voicemail. She's like, call me back. And 6 minutes later, he called her back. And like you see in the middle where these two blue bars are, her phone still pinging in Frederick. So the third and last ping, according to her phone records, was at 6:16 a.m., August the 13th, 2018. So I don't know how somebody can deny that she wasn't there. I mean, I don't know. I just explained to you guys. She would have never pinged in Erie or when she was on her way to work. I show you right now. So this was her usual route to work according to her pings. And when I go back a little bit, I show you right exactly here. You see, when you check out her phone logs, the days she went to work, she never ever pinged in Frederick. Never ever, except those 2 days she went to the house once to pick him up, and the other night where she was spying on him. But never ever did she ping, not on her route to work, nor on her way back home, ever in Frederick. That's why I don't believe that she took another route. So according to the phone logs where she pinged while taking calls or making calls on her way to work, she went from her house, which you see in the left bottom corner, to Platteville on top right. This is, that's blue underlined, that's 35 minutes, 27 miles. I mean, it's the shortest way anyway. This is according to her phone pings, the way she took every day, each and every day. So to the left, you see, this would be the route she could have taken going through Frederick. But on the right, you see again, if you take that route, I don't know if you can see it in between those circles where it says Frederick and Erie, this little yellow line. Don't you think that the Erie one would be closer to where she was driving? Because remember, if she went up Interstate 25 or Highway 20, no, it's Interstate, I think. Interstate 25 past Erie, then she would have pinged there, wouldn't she? Because the Frederick ones are more to the right. So, but she didn't, because her phone logs didn't say Erie, it said Frederick. So she was within the reach of one of those two towers. Let me read up real quick. There's no way I would follow a dog upstairs in someone's home. Can't imagine thinking that's an invitation to join. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, well, I think she was just nosy. Yeah. You need to go on a computer and hit the... Yeah. I don't know how that works. I did that on the phone too, the membership stuff. I'm pretty new to that. So bear with me, guys. I'm sorry if I cannot answer your questions regarding how that works. But I guess, yeah, Jennifer's right. Go to a laptop or computer and try to sign in there. It's definitely gonna work. So, could NK have been just nosy, knowing Shannon got home the night before? I think absolutely. Do I believe she didn't just sneak around the area to see what CW is up to? Absolutely not, because I think there was a reason. According to her phone records, and like I said, guys, you can check that all out or check out my timeline. and Kay called CW or vice versa every morning around 5 a.m. when CW went to work, except when he was in North Carolina, of course, and he didn't work. That morning, she did not call him, and neither did he call her. So this makes me kind of suspicious. You can see it's like a schedule, it's like a pattern. When you go through their phone logs, you see she calls him in the morning, or if he doesn't pick up, he calls her back immediately. After they spoke, she immediately calls Jim, or vice versa. So every time they are, since they've been together, basically since the midst of, when did we have I think it was July, since we have those phone logs. I mean, this is the only thing we can really investigate. We don't know if she did some shady stuff in June as well. But yeah, according to her phone logs, they were on the phone every morning, basically all day. So yeah, I don't believe that it was just, I just sneak around and see what he's up to, like the other night where she was sending him this weird voice call. So no, I don't think that she just sneaked around. Hi, Erica. So Lucy is saying, let's say that she traveled on the Interstate 25 to work, then her phone would have pinged from that one time from Frederick. It's only on August 13 that it pings on from Frederick. Yes, that's right. So it doesn't only ping on the 13th, it pings on the 14th. But we have an explanation for this, because she picked him up for the museum. And that 1 minute phone call where she pinged in Frederick, she was probably saying, hey, I'm outside, come outside. So the second one, she sends him this weird voice message, all giggly and stuff, when he is at home. And that's the creepy thing, guys. He doesn't know that she's outside or creeping around in his neighborhood, That's kind of weird, don't you think? I mean, yeah. Over time, there's probably evidence, yeah. There's absolutely no evidence whatsoever that NK was at the house that morning. Okay, I mean, I don't know what I just showed you, if that's not evidence. I just explained to you where the towers are, how the towers work. And I mean, to say there's absolutely no evidence is kind of funny. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. She never officially clocked in at work that morning, is Miss No Name saying. No one mentioned her being at work and only mentioned leaving at 3. That's true also. I mean, she also says she doesn't know. She calls Troy McCoy the buddy of Chris, but she actually saw them every day in the breakfast room or whatever. Yeah. She was stalking them. Yeah, definitely. And if you think about it, it all makes sense now. Her looking or searching Google for Chris and Shanann in 2017. And then, her personality is just, creeping around, spying on people. I don't know, man. I would have probably said, if I would have spied on somebody, sending him a giggly message, I would have just said, get your ass out of here. I'm out here, I see you, or something like that, just to freak somebody out, but in a funny kind of way, But he never knew that she was outside. So that's really creepy, in my opinion. She was definitely there. Yeah, I believe so too, because I cannot make sense other than she was there. Her phone clearly pinged. And, like I said before, like I explained, they have 2 cell phone towers in Frederick. And if she took the I-25, I mean, yeah, could be, but unlikely. She probably wouldn't have a signal in between, the interstate when she goes further up. I don't know. Yeah, it's just pretty weird. Yeah, Lord help me, I've never seen a brown bikini this the same again. Yeah. Well, also there's no photos or videos of her being at work that day. That's true also. I mean, there are some channels saying that she had a gatekeeper or something at her apartment and she left for work at 5 a.m. or something like that. But I'm yet to see the evidence of that. And before I don't see hard proof evidence, I don't believe it. For me, she was there in the area. I have no proof that she actually participated in anything, or we all we can do is just speculate, but her behavior is weird. And to me, like I said, as long as I don't see hard proof, for me she was there. And I also don't understand why doesn't they come up. I mean, this poor girl at the end of the day, she's trying to hide, change her name. I can't even imagine how that must be feeling like, when the whole world, I mean, whole YouTube world is against you or something, but why not just come forward, and put that to rest and say, listen, here's my record. I mean, she doesn't owe us anything, but just for the sake of it, you know, I mean, but that's just me. I would do it, definitely. Her answer about work was, I clocked out at 3. Yeah, that's true. I read that too. Gone prime time, probably because she was not so good mirroring another person attracted her narcissistic personality, right? Yeah, that's what said too. He had to calm her down sometimes because she really freaked out. And then going up behind Dieter, seeing all the pictures, and probably knew Shanann was pregnant with a boy because she was posting blue little outfits and stuff. I mean, I believe she saw that, and I believe she knew that Shanann was pregnant. um yeah, that's why she probably said, I want to give you a boy, kind of thing. Yeah. What if the long phone calls were staged, like left the phone on? Yeah, could very well be a possibility since they both don't remember what's being said. Definitely. Yeah. No footage of the Anadarko parking lot cameras have been put in the discovery. There are many cameras in the parking lot, but we don't know what they show. I actually don't know if there are any cameras in the parking lot, but that's a good thing. I might look into this, Lucy. Thank you. Yeah, I might look into this. Gail is saying there was only one tower in Frederick at the time, and the only way to ping from there would be to be there. Exactly. Yeah, that could be. I mean, I have the latest stuff. I did not go into detail and see, which tower was there on in 2018. You could be right, Gail. Yeah, definitely that there was only one tower. But even if there was only one, she was definitely in the area for her phone to pick up that signal. Or do a handshake. Yeah, another creator does a great job illustrating how she feels there was a female coming out of the garage. No, I don't believe that. But that's just my opinion. I don't believe that anybody other than Chris Watts came out of that garage. I don't believe in a shadow, but if you guys have seen our first live stream, our first crappy ever live stream, yeah, I explain a little bit how that shadow light stuff works. So you're welcome to watch that. Yes, please remain respectful. definitely. Didn't they produce Troy's location in the parking lot? Lucy, no, that was actually us YouTube creators. He parked further down, not in the parking lot directly. She's been researching the Watts for over a year. She knew plenty. Yeah, yes. Also, because you say that, Miss No Name, there was somebody telling me, yeah, her phone was another Anadarko worker's phone before, and she got it from them. So the searches she did, was actually the guy that had the phone before her. So first of all, she had no Anadarko work phone. Yeah, she had only her personal cell phone and a landline in her office. That's all she had. And second of all, even if a different person had that phone, they dumped her SIM card, not her phone. They dumped the data of her SIM card, and a phone cannot physically store information of what you look on Google. You know, it's just not happening. That's impossible, you know. Yeah, I know, right? So that staged call. What if they were putting kids in oil tanks during that time? During what time do you mean, Tiffy? Yeah. What about the discrepancy between the care taken in staging the 111 phone call, if it indeed happened, and B, the lack of care in pinging the day after? Yeah, exactly. Everyone has a right to different opinions. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Yes, everybody has of course, they have a right to their own opinion, of course. But, I'm trying to, I don't know everything, I have to research, I have to investigate, and spend hours. So does Danielle. We do a lot. But if people come up, and I don't mean that in a mean way, but if people come up saying like, yeah, but the Google searches are stored on the phone and not on the SIM card, and she has an Anadarko phone, so no, and stuff like this, just I really don't mean that in a mean or harmful way, but that freaks me out, man. Honestly, I can't stand this. It's just nonsense. Why don't you sit down, read up on things, instead of repeating what you've been told from other people who have no clue either? I mean, you know, like I said, sorry if somebody takes that the wrong way, but it just makes me angry. Makes me really angry. Yeah. Rock even confirmed it wasn't a typo and he didn't know why she did that. Yeah, that's true, Miss Nurname. But yeah, I would have definitely asked her, why would you, you know, search for them? So yes, no. Like I said, according to her phone records, they called every morning to say good morning, my lovely Miss Mo, my sexy empanada. And that day, they didn't. Not at all. Okay, guys, do you have any questions regarding the phone pings or the cell phone towers? If not, then I would just stop sharing the screen for a second before I go into the overlays and just read up on chat a little bit. Stage call. It has a little time delay. I get the messages in chat with a little time delay on my phone. Yes, please hit the like and subscribe button. It keeps me going. Like, we get so much positive feedback. We get shitty feedback, to say the least, too. But yeah, it's only 2, 3, 4. I can live with that. You can always criticize or say something, or I'm up for that. no problem. If you think I can do something better, please let me know. But what I don't like is, being mean, bashing, or that's I just can't put up with this. I block immediately because I'm not that drama kind of person, and I just want to be left in peace like everybody else, and I don't indulge in drama, and I'm not interested in this. So no hate, please, towards me. Like, you can, say what you want to say, but just be respectful also in chat. It wouldn't have made the discovery again. It wouldn't have made it to the discovery if there was someone else. Whoever created the discovery is an idiot. Yeah. I agree 100%. One of the biggest red flags, I think, she was Googling them a year before the murders after claiming she just met him and he wasn't wearing a wedding ring. Yes, guys. And what I caught in her interview, I'm gonna pick up on that shortly, or when I never heard that before, what she said, but I listened closely when I did the last live stream, and I heard something that really blew my socks off. And I'm gonna go into this. I mean, I never heard it. Maybe you guys have heard it. But yeah, this basically blew my socks off. So basically, you tracked her movements of that day, and by her normal pattern, was off. I did not only track her movement of that day, I tracked her movements all the way from when her first phone records came out. So every day. And I put it side by side, and so you can see her behavior, you can see her pattern. And now I can say for a certain that she only pinged those 3 times. I don't know what she was creeping around there, that little creep, but I can just tell you that she definitely was in the area. No doubt about that. I believe CW just started their relationship, but NK was stalking. Yes, that's true too. The biggest red flag is the fact there were 4 murders and the discovery is only 2,000 pages long. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, because Dave, I mean, they ended it all, like Tommy Lee said, he stopped the clock, and they still had stuff to investigate. I don't believe that any juror in their right mind would have convicted him of killing everybody on what was in the discovery, or what the DA would have brought forward to the friggin' judge. I don't think so. I mean, if I was a judge, based on that discovery, I would say, nah, you go sit down and do that again. I mean, yeah, but it was just, and I do believe, I don't think good things about Tammy Lee, but I think she was, and you guys gotta keep in mind always also, they have to keep quiet, yeah, but I think she really wanted to investigate further, like Kobach. And for me, Kobach, he's really intelligent because he's not getting into questions so much, but he's like doing these little, behind your back questions, and you don't even know that you answer the question truthfully. He basically does a good job. Yeah, whatever law enforcement used to rule out NK as a suspect cannot be found in released discovery docs. Right, exactly. That's what I was saying. Alana, why not just take out her phone records and say, no, there was an issue, we took out her phone records, but no, you replace those pages because you thought, the DA or whoever did that, thought people who read the discovery will not notice if they duplicate other pages to make it look like nothing is missing. And this is the scandal, in my opinion. Yeah, Kobach should have been harder on NK, definitely. Yeah, Ronnie Watts said in his YouTube interview that the assistant DA described the evidence against CW as a theory sheltering. Yes, it's circumstantial evidence, isn't it? Yeah. Why was Kobach allowed to pick them up and also conduct the interview? Isn't that already a red flag? Pick who up? Who did Kobach? Who picked him up? Kobach? Who? Irvin. Tammy should have interviewed NK. Oh, hell no. She's I have the feeling, kind of like watching her interview, the recorded one, she can do better with, she thinks she can, yeah, basically, be better with men and stuff, and all her, oh, and I didn't, oh yeah, you can have everything, kind of like this childish kind of thing. Yeah, basically, yeah, probably it would have been better if a woman would have interviewed her, but I think, I don't know, I just don't think a lot about Tammy. I'm sending you new pics to your email. Yeah, Kobe picked up NK before the interview. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, NK first interview, Kobach picked her in her jet up. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, now. Thank you. They were caught off guard by NK arriving for the interview. They weren't prepared. Yeah, but I also want to know who tipped her off. I mean, her calling the police department, somebody at Anadarko must have tipped her off that her bosses sent all her emails to the police, because she did not know then. I mean, nobody basically knew. So who told her? Who went to her saying, oh, you better call the police because the boss is gonna send all your emails out there and stuff like that. I don't know. That's weird, in my opinion. Why didn't law enforcement send a patrol officer to pick up NK instead of the same person conducting the interview? Yeah, probably they would want to build trust and a relationship, for her to open up more in her interview. And their goal was probably that she let some certain things slip because not thinking about it. She even said, I knew I was next, so I just came in instead. Yeah, there you go, Irvin. I mean, yeah, probably somebody tipped her off. Yeah, true, because law enforcement already knew their relationship, right? Yeah, that's true also. That's true also. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, Kobach was one of the ones that was the most credible in his interviews and stuff. I don't know. Tammy was, well, I don't like Tammy, to be honest with you guys, anymore, since I found out that, she posted all that stuff on Facebook that he killed everybody. I mean, if a juror would have got wind of this, or the judge would have got wind of this, if it would have came to trial, they would have declared a mistrial like immediately. No questions asked. Kobe was compromised, right? Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for joining the membership, by the way. I'm going to read up in chat in a bit. I just want to go with you and show you that sheet. I mean, that sheet is in a weird location. Keep in mind, guys, before we get into this, it rained. So the sheet was presumably wet, but it wasn't when this officer picked it up when they found it. So I don't know what's going on. It's completely different. And also keep in mind, CW, when they put that picture in front of him of the tanks when he put his BCS, when he put where the graves are, he said, "How old is this picture?" And Tommy went like, "Oh, it's from today." And this kind of, I don't know, this kind of made me suspicious, because why would he ask from when this picture is? And when I looked at it and Danielle looked at it, we both agreed that it's not a different picture. It's still the Cervi 319, but this must have been like really old. And then I went into detail, and I'm gonna show you. Just give me a second. He put her her feet and her head in a garbage bag. Yeah. And this is also one thing. Why take the garbage bag off her head and off her feet? I'm working with death row inmates for years and years and years. And I've been talking to an inmate of, I always say an inmate of mine, but it's obviously not an inmate of mine, it's a friend. I was talking to an inmate about this case, and I was saying like, yeah, he rolled her out from the sheet, and they found the plastic bags, and he went like, why plastic bags? And I said, well, he put it over her head and over her feet. And he's like, yeah, that's normal when you do, you try to cover the body. You try, if it was a close relative or your daughter or your husband or, you killed, you're trying with covering up their faces, you try to undo the crime. So to him, he told me, why would he remove that sheet? So either it wasn't him, and I didn't even think back then when we had this conversation that he was not fully responsible, and that made me think. I mean, he could have removed it, I don't know, but that just made me think, why remove those friggin' garbage bags? TJ, something that has always bothered me is on the first welfare check, when NA called, why didn't the front door security shimmy that it was opened by law enforcement? I know I had a kidlet. Should have. I gotta read that again, Catherine. Hi, by the way. Always bother me is on the first welfare check, when NA called, why didn't the front door security that was opened? But it wasn't open. They tried to open, or NA said in her interview she tried to open the door, but that hatch prevented the door from opening. She knew the code. And you can see that on body cam, that when Officer Coonrod arrives, they open the door like a little bit, and you see the hatch. And then when CW comes back, he goes back in, walks around, or goes upstairs and walks around and opens the hatch of the door. So I don't know if that hatch was open. Chris didn't know what they were wearing last. I don't know. Yeah, I do know Irvin. I read in his first interview, he did not know. And then in his confession, in the Wisconsin confession, he all of a sudden did know. Yeah. Chris Watts was guilty, definitely. Too many sentences in this case, too many lies. It's so sad for the family. People sadly won't be quiet until we get a real trial with evidence. I feel sorry for both families never getting the truth. That's so true. That's so true. Right? That's so true. I feel also sorry for both families. I mean, they both lost their family. Whether or not Chris Watts is still alive, they basically lost him too. Over nothing. I mean, I don't know. I think NA put in the code right. She did, yeah. It opened just a little bit. Security should have made a sound. I don't know, Catherine. I would have, I would have to look into this a little bit more. I think he got an alert though on his, but I don't know. Actually, no. Because when you type in the code of the door, the system thinks basically it's the homeowner, doesn't it? So why would it alert an alarm, or why would a beep go off or something like that? Because you basically put the right number in to open the door. I don't know how that system works in detail. I can look at it. I don't trust that doorbell. If the doorbell alerts when someone comes or goes, when SW would have known he basically never was home during July. Yeah, that's also what's kind of weird to me, But he said he left and came back through the garage, so Shanann wouldn't notice. He said to her some sensor or something was broken, so she wouldn't have noticed because she didn't get any alerts on her phone anymore, and he only used the garage door. So, yeah. You'd hear a beep. Yeah, when you watch, when Shanann came home, watch the doorbell footage with sound, and then you hear exactly what sound it makes. It makes like a kind of slurring sound. Yeah. All right, let's get into this. For information, this is not sponsored, this live stream. I use PixArt. That's my app I use for doing all my pictures and editing and stuff. I find this a good app, so check it out. I'm not getting paid by PixArt, so I just like the app, so I just recommend it to you guys. I'm gonna share my screen with you again, and we get into this. 1 second. I hope you guys don't mind. There's always kind of commercial popping up down there. I hope you guys can you see that all right? I already prepared a little bit. Can you see that? Can you see you guys, can you see me moving those little pictures? Welcome, Lucy, member. Yes, okay, good. All right. I just want to show you guys. So this is the actual picture that was in the discovery. I cannot find it in the redacted discovery anymore, but I did have the old one with the files, and this was attached in a JPEG file. I just wanted to show you guys some pictures first. This is the sheet. Make it as big as I can. So this is basically the sheet. It's shaped like a boomerang kind of thing, and it has a knot. So whoever threw that there rolled it up. I know this technique because you're gonna laugh at me in 1 second. Because when I do my sheets, when I pull the sheets off my bed, I roll them around my arm kind of thing. And when I put them in my hamper, they look exactly the same. So with that little knot inside, right? So on the right side, you see that little bush. So this is just so you see. This I screenshotted All the pictures you see are screenshotted from the actual drone footage. So it's no stills, it's taken from the videos. Here again, just so you see, I don't bullshit you. It's the same thing. This is just a little bit more of a close-up. I hope you guys can see that all right. That's smaller. Yeah, there you go. So here, this is kind of boomerang shaped, like I said, and here that's like a, it's not a knot, but it looks like a knot, you know. Right. So I can, you guys saw that, so I can remove that and make a little bit more space. We leave that here for later. So then I want to show you actually Cervi, right? So this is the oil well side, the wellhead, the tanks, Bella, Cece, and here supposedly Shanann's grave. This is the bypass line, and the leak was right here in the bypass line, right? You see officers already arrived at scene. You see here, hold on a second, my hands are so sweaty, cannot even move these pictures. So here you see, this is where Shanann's grave supposedly is, and where you see those little two little black dots. This is actually one garbage bag, right? And the other one is right here. So I don't know if you can see it real good. So this is basically her grave, and this is one of the garbage bags he left. And down here, you can see the sheet, boomerang shaped. You know, just like the one I showed you. That's actually screenshots. It's the same place. It's the same footage. There's only one drone footage. And I took the screenshots basically from this footage. So here's just a close-up. You can see that here again. I can zoom that one in for you guys. So you can see. This is just the other way around, but you see the bush. Here's the bush, boomerang shaped. It's the same image, just from a different perspective, right? Okay. So just so you see, what did I think about this, right? Here you can clearly see the garbage bag he left, right? And here again, the sheet. See here, same size, don't fool you, same screenshot, same footage, everything is the same. Garbage bag, right there. Have you ever wondered, just a question I have you ever wondered why in the Discovery you only get the drone footage screenshots in black and white? You should think about that, guys. Nothing's black and white except the friggin' drone footage screenshots. So I don't know why that is. Okay. Here you see the other side. Bypass line right here. Leak was somewhere here. You see that in the picture, these two pipes sticking out. That picture in the Discovery shows this pipeline. So the leak must have been in this area somewhere. Shout out to my friend Mary, though. She actually found on the tanks where the leak was. Okay, so I want to show you something real quick. The first thing that I noticed, the RUSEC should be pleased that people are asking questions and highlighting problems with the, yeah. Simon, welcome. I mean, yes, they should be pleased. I do understand that this constant making stuff up upsets them. I do understand that fully. But what we do, me as well as Danielle, we go on what the discovery says. I'm not presenting you guys some experts that are no experts. You know, we do all our research ourselves. And, you know, it's just the way people come across and what people say, you know, like when I listen to that recent drama, I'm so glad I'm a loner, you know, and I'm not indulging in that stuff. I mean, I watch other creators as well. I do give credit if I don't know anything and use it for myself and repeat it, you know. And I mean, it's just weird, all that drama, you know. Everybody wants to be the first, and who cares? You know, we should be in this together. You know, I'm watching other creators, you know, I listen to their opinions, but if they indulge in drama, I'm not. And just because some other creators having drama going on in their lives at the moment doesn't mean I don't like them, or doesn't mean I don't watch them anymore. You know, it's just, I just blend that off me completely. I don't let it get to me because I'm not interested in this kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, speculation. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Speculation. But we are free to ask questions, right? That the DA did not answer. And we are free to investigate the discovery and everything that's been said in the discovery, because it's public information. And why not talking about that case? Like I said, I'm neither me nor Danielle. We don't lie to you. If we don't know anything, we tell you right away, or if we have to look into some stuff we don't know, we gotta tell you. I mean, yeah, it is just what it is. You will always have people wondering, or investigating this case. Anyways, so what I wanted to show you, what I saw first thing. Now my phone went off. Thanks a lot. I cannot read chat at all now. So I'm so glad I have Jennifer doing the moderator stuff today. What I found first was, please you guys concentrate on this area here where my little arrow is, because I want to show you something, right? I can also, it blurs out a little bit, but yeah, I think it's okay. I can see it fine. I can't read chat right now, so you guys just stop watching if you can't see it. Right, concentrate in this little area right here. I want to show you something. I mean, I don't know if it's just me or if you guys see that as well. So now, this is the actual picture where he put his B, C, and S, right? So now, check this out. It's the same area, right? Why is there a pipe? Why is there a connecting pipe or some sort of bar or something like that? Why? Because You don't. We don't see that here. Right, guys? Do you see that bar here? Or pipe or whatever it is. This picture is so grainy, unfortunately. And it's not a shadow because I checked all these shadows out, like here and stuff. And on that drone, you can clearly see shadows, but can you guys see that bar? Or pipe or whatever it is? It's not there, is it? Is it just me or can you guys see the bar either? I definitely cannot see it. I gotta jump to chat real quick. You should protect your work. It was already taken before, and that's to stop from taking it again. Yeah, I know that. And to be honest with you, Irvin, I don't mind other creators, putting forward what we find, but just mention us or say, I'm gonna look further into this, but these two girls found that and that, I'm absolutely fine with that. But it's just this, no, I saw it first. Who cares who saw it first? Just give credit for good work, One more time, please. Okay. I gotta wait till yeah, it is really blurry. That's right. But I unfortunately cannot make it any better. So you see that here, right? This is kind of like a pipe. You see even it bends here. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think it bends. You see that? Clearly. Connecting with that black thing over there. Right? And if you go here, or maybe I should use this one. It's probably better. See that here? Is that better now? Can you guys see that better? This area, right? Same with that little ladder that goes into that little pit. It's completely flat. It's like a throughway kind of thing, but it's not like with handles on it. I think that's a different picture, you guys, because I cannot see this, and it's completely missing, and I cannot see. I mean, it could be that it's so blurry that these handles won't show up. Could be. So I'm not leaning too far out of the window, but this is definitely missing. This is definitely missing. And you guys also look at the background, right? Look at the background. When you see here, right? All these flowers or corn or what it is in the background, you don't see them here. There are none. Same with here. An arrangement of these white weird flowers, you find in the field. Where are they here? They're not there. This is the area. They're not there. Is it just me, or do you guys think the same? That's too... Oh, maybe I should do this. Ha! Is that better? Full screen? Should be better, right? MH88, you see what? You see them flowers? Think for yourself. Yes, that's what we're gonna do in a second together. We overlay them together so you can see it. Dave, yeah, I think also it's a different time of the year. I mean, I don't see these flowers. I don't see this bar or pipe, you know. Pride or honesty, yes, it's different, the angle and the time period. Yeah. The angle is off, but I see the same thing in both. Okay. I don't. I really, truly don't. I mean, I really have to concentrate on this to, imagine one of these bars or pipes into that space. But no, I don't see it. If we use a different picture, even if I make it smaller, you would think that the shadow goes along, but it doesn't. It's just completely missing down here. I don't know. I don't see it. I really don't. Even with glasses, I don't. I really don't. If we can see. Same picture, just a different angle again. It's clearly not there. Completely missing. Here you see the handles. But this thing is completely missing. Between the two poles, one picture has a flower and the other one doesn't. Right. This is what I thought too. These flowers. Danielle said also the whole background is kind of different. I apologize if you went over this already. No, think for yourself. The little grainy picture you see, that's an attachment from the actual discovery. It came in a file attached to the discovery. And the other pictures are screenshots from the drone footage. So, yeah. And when Chris Watts asked, when are they from, or when were they taken, or something along those lines, she said, oh, from today. These are fresh, new, fresh pictures. It is kind of weird. It's reminding of those black boxes they have on planes. Yeah, right. Yeah, different cars. Yeah, do have different cars. Because it's probably, in the morning and the picture taken in the afternoon or whatever. I mean, that blue car actually, that one here, that's the same. It's right here. That's the same car. It's right here. But I don't understand why putting up so grainy pictures, like the Discovery has only black and white screenshots of the drone footage. Why? I mean, why not putting clear pictures up? I don't get it. I really don't. Okay, let's get into this overlay. So I'm glad all of you, also some of you at least, think I'm not completely a complete freak. Of course, it is a different angle, but if you push and pull, you get a clear picture. That was not the one I wanted to use. I think it was that one, right? I mean, obviously it's a different angle, but this picture I found was almost like it, right? So, like I said, down here somewhere is that garbage bag. Down here somewhere is that garbage bag. You see that's basically I checked that I was as close to the angle as possible with that moving picture. So I hope you guys can still see. Gonna put this a little bit smaller. All right, now let's do the overlay. I hope you guys can see that. If I'm gonna be quiet for 1 minute, I gotta try to overlay this, like, gotta concentrate a little bit. There you go. It's not that easy. Patience. Patience. I think I have it now. I concentrate on this little friggin' thing. This program, like PixArt, that's really good. All right. Now let's check this out. Keep in mind it is a different angle, right? And if you move this a little bit closer to here, right? So you gotta think a little bit 3D-ish. If you move this over there, so the tanks line up and that all lines up, right? So now check out where the sheet is. Right? And if we move, like I said, this way, the sheet would be even further away. So what do you guys think? You know, if we move, let me just do it real quick. So you see what I mean? If we move this picture, you know, like that. Oh, come on. What's going on? Right? To have an angle. And the tanks over there. Right? The sheet still wouldn't match. See what I say? See what I mean? I mean, am I completely stupid? Or is it just me that sees that? Or do you guys see that too? Also, why are we only having a friggin' blurred out photo of that, you know? Sheet was never there, Irvin. I don't know. But now I gotta show you something. Okay, so we all agree, right? If you have the right angle and the sheet, different location. Okay? In my opinion, of course, you know. I sometimes see things that are not there, but it just was weird. So, even if, you know, when I blur that in even more, do you see how it all gets greener and fresher and with these little white flowers and all? Right? And remember when I told you, here's the garbage bag, right? Now check this out. There's no garbage bag. Where's the garbage bag? It's not here. You know? You can clearly see the garbage bag in this picture. Right? Here. Oh, it's too much zoom. Right here, right? And when you watch the drone footage and when it comes from the left and goes over Shanann's grave, you see that laying here and the other garbage bag right down there where the sheet is. So it's definitely here. Right? But it's not here. Where is it? The bushes aren't even the same. Look at them. You know? Try I might overlay that too, so you can see that better. So if I overlay it directly here, so we have the exact same angle where the bushes are. See this? Concentrate here, because then you can see I overlay it exactly where this freaking bush is. See that? Right? Goes in. It's like the same place. This is like the same place. But where's the bush here? This is all white, you know, with flowers and stuff. And this is just a dried out bush. Look, concentrate here. No bush. Right? But this does match. And now check the sheet out. Different location. And where's the garbage bag? It's not there. At least I don't see it. So what I wanted to show you also is, where's my sheet? Here. I'm gonna crop that a little bit so we can see that better. I have it full up, so you see that here, full. I gotta turn it around because it's the other angle. So this is the bush, this is the bush, this is the sheet. Does this look the same sheet to you? It doesn't to me. What do you guys think? I still can't see the chat, guys. I don't know what's going on. My phone just went on again. 1 second. Oh my God. What's my... Oh God, it freaks me out every time. Freaks me out every time. I can't see the chat, guys. I'm so sorry. I gotta wait till my phone gets back on. But I also wanted to make it even clearer for you. So we agree that's the bush. I mean, it's a weird angle, right? But even if this is the same sheet or whatever, how comes that the bush is so far away from that damn sheet? Nobody moved it, you know? They went over there with their drone and stuff, and then some officers came out and one picked it up and held it in the camera, and that's it. But how comes? Completely different scene. It almost looks like somebody photoshopped that in there, to be honest. Also, that bush is missing. Couldn't find that either. Okay, hold on. Where is that? You guys must think I'm a complete first grader on this stuff, but this is how I roll. There you go. Here, you can see that even clearer, right? So, bush, no bush. Bush, no bush. And that's basically just, it's not even an overlay, you know? It's the tanks, you know? It's catch-22, isn't it? Look at this. This is never, ever, in my opinion, a photo taken from the drone. Ever. Never, ever. I mean, it rained that night and stuff, okay. But still, look at this. Where's that? Where's all these flowers? Where is that? You know, I honestly don't have an explanation for this. I don't. Look at this. It's fascinating, isn't it? Not even the surroundings are the same. What do you guys think? Gonna check if I can read chat again. Just give me 1 second. All right, I have a slight delay. Definitely different. No, oh, never mind. The sheet is in both pics. Yes, it's in both pics. Like you see that clearly here, right? And this is the same angle basically. So I did not, you know, turn this around or made this like this or whatever. It's just, I put this picture over the other one, right? And it should have been at least the same area and the same bushes when you know, but look at this. It's not. It's completely different. It's completely different. And you can't even say, you know, it's in a different angle or something. Let me try this. Hold on. Maybe we debunk ourselves right now. All right. Let's do this. Maybe we see that clearer then. So look at this. These are not the same bushes as this. Where's that spot? Where is this? There's no grass, nothing. Where's this here? It's not there, right? Where's this bush? Bush is here or here. That's the bush. And this area is where that sheet's supposed to be laying. It's not that, okay, I get that. Maybe wind and stuff. Yes. Yeah, of course. Right. Yeah. But this was supposedly the same day. She told Chris it's the same day. It was just taken now from the drone footage. And it's not even the same area, not even the same flowers, not even the same bushes. I don't know what's going on with that. Right? I mean, I thought I'm a complete idiot, but yeah, I don't know. To me, it's not the same thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? You see that area, that little sandy area, almost looks like, disturbed area. Where's that in here? Where is it? Should be here, right next to that friggin' bush. But it's not there, right? See that? And I mean, you guys are more than welcome to watch the drone footage, because to me, I tell you this, to me, it looks like this bush is this bush actually. Because when we did that overlay, they were so far apart, kind of, I think this bush is this bush probably. Because you see that kind of disturbed area here, but then again, you don't see these flowers here. And you don't see them. I mean, yeah, it's a blurry picture and it's kind of, but to me it's two different pictures. I don't know. Then I was looking for some shadows or something that might have been edited. I don't know. But then I couldn't see anything. Yeah, I mean, that could be real shadows, right? I mean, if I knew at what time exactly they were at Cervi, I could check where the sun was exactly at that time. Then we know if the sun must come from this side, right? From the left. And where is that flipping garbage bag? It's not there. Where is it? It's gone. And also, what was a little bit weird, you see that here. Oh. You see that second garbage bag. Where was it? Was a little bit more down. Is it in this one? No, that's the other one. Anyway, why are you not, why didn't they take a picture where you can clearly see this garbage bag right there? That also is weird. I don't know. The whole thing is weird. What do you think? The trucks are from the investigators, I guess. Right? Here's the picture. Here's the one I wanted to show you. Like, see that garbage bag, guys? Right? It's clearly, to me, not the same thing. Let's do it the other way around, just for fun. I'm gonna crop this quick. So you can see it from the other side. What's going on? See? Totally different. So far away. And those bushes are just, I don't know. It's just weird. This is where it's supposed to be. On this bush, I don't know. I don't know. Just weird. And this thing missing here. Couldn't see this either. But yeah, I mean, I can play around for hours with that, you know, doing all in sepia and in X-ray and whatever. But it just doesn't add up. No matter what I do, it's not the same place. It's not the same place. So yeah, what do you guys think? Tire tracks. Yeah. Somebody said earlier about tire tracks, like, but when you read the discovery, one of the agents, I believe, I think it's one of the agents, says they drove a little bit into the field to, you know, cover the surface or something and look around on the edge of the field. So I believe those tire tracks came from them because they're leading into nowhere. It's like a bend. They go into the field, bend right around and straight out. So I don't think that has anything to do with what's two different oil sites. It's both Cervi, definitely, because we see stuff is matching, definitely. But what I don't get is these bushes, the flowers, the pipe in the background, the flowers in the background, the bushes in the background. You know, I could totally fine overlay the whole tanks and also the piping, but this was missing, you know. I couldn't, and the sheet just completely different. Does anyone want to come on the panel? If you guys want, I can put the link up again. Here, if you guys want to talk to me on panel, you're welcome to do so. Images of 1029. Yes, Tiger Girl. I have images of 1029. Check out my the last week's live stream. We went into detail about 1029. But hold on. I'm checking if I have a picture for you that I can show you right now, but I think I've deleted them all from the last live. I think I've deleted them all, but I check for you real quick. I got one for you. I show you 1029 real quick, Tiger Girl. Hold on, I share my screen. There you go. You see it, Tiger Girl? That's Cervi 1029, right? And this here is the exact spot where he took the sunflower pictures, I must say, while in the car, idling on his way out, on his way home. Yeah, that's it. That's 1029. Has 4 tanks. Yes, the tanks. I thought that too, in the start. I thought, yeah, oh well, it could be 1029, but it has 4 tanks, so it obviously isn't. Right? I wonder why he would cover it before, like what could be worse. Yeah, I mean, why would they cover it? I don't know, maybe so he slips with saying something, probably. You're very welcome, Tiger Girl. Yeah, maybe, probably, but I think he's an absolute asshole. Yeah, if I can say that, for, any kind of involvement or murder or whatever. But he's quite intelligent, because he noticed on the spot that this is not the same. It's the same area, but that picture was not taken that day. So, in my opinion, I mean, there's some of you who see it's the same thing and they see the same bushes and stuff, but I just can't see it. The sheet looks completely different to me. Completely different. Anybody want to come on, talk about this? Send the link in again. And we are supposed to believe CW dragged Shannon out of the truck, dragged her to the grave site without disturbing any plants, dug a grave and rolled her in. Dear me, Mr. Rourke. Yeah, I totally agree, Dave. There are no dragging marks. And also, keep in mind, it was heavy raining on Tuesday and they went out there on Wednesday. So, I don't know. And she was only like 3 or 4 inches under with her rear area. So, nah, I don't buy it. I just don't. How many co-workers were at Cervi 19 Monday morning, and the sheet would have been visible when it was closer to the parking lot? Yes, possibly, but the grass and stuff was quite high. Dead body weight, right? So basically the sheet and bags was never there or moved. I mean, I don't know if they were never there because we can see them clearly, The question I have is, who placed them there? Who placed the garbage bags there? And what was the reason to present Watts with a different picture of, from probably, I don't know, a year ago or something? I don't know. Melissa Parrish and Chad McNeil were there Tuesday morning also. Exactly. But we haven't got enough on them, I mean, I did their interviews and stuff, but yeah, they basically follow what Troy McCoy says. Like, oh, I got a call in police because I remember something. Yeah, what do you remember? Oh, Troy said he had his old boots on. Who cares? You know, what does it matter if he has old boots on? I don't think that either. I don't know what channel it was I was watching about Scott Peterson. They're quite good. True crime. I think they have like 1 or 2 million subscribers, and they did the Scott Peterson case when he got a new trial and stuff, and they actually tried out to carry that body weight, and they almost couldn't even do it together. Like, not only two people could do it. Don't forget. Why did CW ask how old the picture? Yeah, exactly. Why? Because he probably noticed that this is not a picture from today. I don't know. I don't know, but I want to know. Yeah, sheet and garbage. No, it wasn't Amber Truth Thicker. It was like a real like popular channel, like something like, it wasn't Inside Edition, something like that. Never heard of that channel before. Was it 48 hours or something? What's it called? 48 hours Australia or something? I think it was 48 hours Australia. I can't remember, but it was definitely a big channel, and they basically tried out. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around this field sheet field sheet. Can't even talk. They really fixated on those boots. Yes, that's true, and I wonder why. Why would they, and even Chad called in. Oh, Troy said he had his old boots on. Yeah, who cares? The new boots. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with him wanting to be all nicely dressed when they blow up the field. I don't know. But that makes no sense to me. Maybe CW is covering up for NK because maybe she was pregnant with this baby, or so she made him believe. I don't know why she's still covering things up. He should speak up to talk about the dark stuff. Yeah, but that dark stuff thing he mentioned, that came from Cadel, didn't it? And he said he never said anything like that. Didn't he make a statement or something where he said through his mom or something, where he said he never said anything like this, and Cadel basically put a little bit more into the story? Didn't he ask how old the picture was because he was looking for the rake? I don't know. We learned last week that they all have a 12-inch wrench, and Troy McCoy keeps it in his back pocket. And if you look at that, rake, I mean, this looks like it is out there for 10 years at least. And the handle all broken and stuff. I don't know. It looks like busted wood, and this thing is rusty. Like, I don't think, and they all have spick and span tools, the Anadarko workers, so I don't think that rake has anything to do with it. He runs, keep in mind, he runs with everything he hears, even if it was a rake. He said we used to rake. We. Right, Anita. Yeah, that's also true. And also, in his first interview with Tammy, I believe it was, he said, yeah, it took us like 45 minutes or an hour to get out there. And she underlined that us. So even she noticed it. Catherine's gonna come on the panel. Hi, Catherine.
Hi. Can you hear
Nice
me?
to have you on.
Can you
How
hear
are
me?
you?
I'm
Yes, I
good.
hear you fine.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, good. Yeah, there's been a lot of things that this case is just ongoing. I'm trying to
Right.
get my screen. I honestly think that Chris was sent there as a decoy, and it was all set up, and he didn't know what he was walking into at Survey 19.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you, I don't know what the plan exactly was, but if you watched my last week's live stream, the plan was actually to go to Cervi 629, right?
Yep,
And Chet McNeil, as well as Melissa and Troy, they were all scheduled to go out to Cervi 319. So
right.
maybe it really was a setup,
Yeah, I think he was blindsided. I think he was being used as a scapegoat, if that makes sense. Like he didn't know what he
Right.
was walking into at the time. I think it got out of control, and then he was told what to do and when to do it.
Yeah. But then again, even if, why not just speak up?
I know. I
You
think
know?
he's being threatened, honestly.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
gonna move back inside here.
I mean, the only reason he would be scared of, I can think of, him being threatened that they're gonna hurt his family or something, or his
His
mom, or
family, exactly.
Jamie, or the Jamie's kids. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know. He definitely knew in which tanks the girls were,
Right.
so he's guilty, definitely. Even
Oh yeah,
if
he could have stopped it.
even if he conceals a crime, I mean, he's where he belongs, definitely.
On the State House, the house was right in his area where his truck came, um, where he stopped before he got to his house.
Yeah.
Um, I believe everybody, the girls and man, were taken there. Can't prove it,
Yeah.
but I think they were taken there because none of the cadaver dogs picked up on I think they picked up on a sense of trauma but not death. I think
Yeah.
they were probably killed there or at that park, that Masonic park.
Yeah, I personally believe that nobody died in that house, and I believe they were taken out.
Yeah.
And I believe the kids were long gone to some other location when Shanann got home.
Yeah, I don't think they were there, and that's what made Shanann do all those flights of stairs looking for them or Chris or.
Right. Because when you look at the body cam footage, he made them like a makeshift bed in the living room area, like the dining room
Mm-hmm.
area,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's easy, if the kids just stay downstairs, and when you watch Nate's footage and you do a really, really, really good close up, you see a car or a truck or whatever is pulling in. You see the headlights, and this is
Yep.
exactly when he goes in and that phone call ends with NK. Because like a few seconds later, his phone connects back to his home router. So maybe they were
Right.
taken out during this time.
I love that one show you did where Nate's camera picked up activity in the driveway the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of opened it up a little bit more for me to see that, okay, there was activity in the driveway that night. I honestly believe NK was dropped off there that night and the other vehicle was parked behind the house, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Makes total sense.
Because Chris Watts did say, she wasn't supposed to be there that night. I don't know why she was there. I think that NK got into an argument with Shanann in the basement and probably hit her hard enough to knock her out. And that's when they took her out of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chris was not prepared for any of that. I'm not saying he's innocent. I mean, he could have stopped it at any time.
Yeah. I
But
mean, when I
he's
look at,
not a leader, he's a follower.
oh, definitely, definitely. I mean, I had some crazy theory back then, and I was thinking, I don't even want to repeat it, but I was thinking that the plan, and don't take my word for that because it's really only a theory in my weird head. But what I was thinking was, just what if there was a plan to make it look like Shanann kidnapped the girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kill
Mm-hmm.
Shanann and then put the kids somewhere, on the side of the road, kind of like,
Right.
and,
Right.
they get discovered and, the kids don't know anything and they couldn't, remember anything because they were probably knocked out with chloroform or something.
Yeah.
This was, I mean, it's a weird theory and, really out there, but this was what I was thinking. I mean,
The
I don't
rabbit
know.
hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just a theory, but I just don't know why the kids, I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why Shanann, but if there was a plan, and he definitely, in my opinion, did not plan to get rid of the kids, since he was like all, yeah, getting
I don't think he planned to
apartments.
get anybody killed. I think it just got taken out of control and he couldn't stop what had started.
Yeah. But what's the reason? That's the big $1 million question, isn't it? What's the reason?
Jealousy. Jealousy.
Jealousy, probably. Yeah. Money.
Yeah, from NK. I don't know if there was money involved or not. I mean, they were having it was no hidden secret. They were having financial problems.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
I'll
I
I'll be
don't think it
working
was
on.
money. I think it was more jealousy.
Yeah. I mean, the further I look, the less I believe Dirty South had anything to do with this. I
I
mean,
don't
I
think they
don't.
did.
I mean, money wise, and with all that rumors of embezzling and stuff, I did not look into this that much, but I can see it. Things like that happen all the
Yeah.
time because of money. But to really physically, I don't know. And he was Hisham, I think it's her former boss's name. And he was in her live chats and giving her heart emojis and stuff like that. So they were on good terms. No,
Right.
I
And I
don't
mean,
know if they had.
we're talking 7 years after, all of that when she worked for him. So was it 7 years? Oh, it's 5 or 7.
I think so, yeah. 7 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a long period of time to go.
Back then I was in a Chris Watts group in 2018 when they just found her, and Shanann's cousin or something, she spoke up in that group and she said some nasty things, man. She said that they embezzled money, and no wonder why she could afford a house that young. And she was always in the first place when it came to customers. Her boss gave her everything. He paid her extra checks and stuff like that. And I mean, you could hear jealousy all over that woman. I mean, and
Oh,
she worked
wow.
with her, she said. Yeah, she worked with her. That's how she know. I mean, it's not confirmed that it really was her cousin, but I mean, she was just found, and we all basically knew nothing about the case. We didn't even know Shanann as a person. And if anybody comes up
Right,
telling
right.
you these things, you automatically believe it, don't you? Because you don't know that person.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was really weird. But yeah, she said she's her cousin.
The
Yeah.
the whole situation is just so weird.
Yeah. What do you think about the
It's
sheet?
unbelievable. I think it's two different. Two well, actually, I think the sheet that was not in color, the black and white one, um, does it almost looks like it was photoshopped. It doesn't look like it should be there at all.
Yeah.
Um, the one that was in color, the one that you cropped, um, looks like it could possibly be the original. I think the other one was photoshopped, is what it looks like to me. Um, I've been going through footage like frame by frame by frame for
Me
weeks
too. Me too.
to the point where I have such bad eye strain. It's like I'm just going crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely two different locations for sure. None of the foliage lines up at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, I think also, I mean, it's the same location, but it's definitely an older picture. And I want to know why they choose an older picture, you know? I mean, there must be a reason for it. And he spotted it like right away because he was asking, when's that picture taken or when's that picture from or something along those lines.
Right, right. I remember that in his interview. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Um,
not a stupid man, and I think he's got a photogenic memory anyway.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if you show him something, he does not forget.
Yeah. What about NK knowing both CW and SW from back in 2017? Iran says, yes, could be very well
Hmm.
possible, like everything in this case. And what I'm gonna work on for the next live, maybe this has something to do with it. Because I heard something in her interview I've never heard before. And yeah, we gonna talk about this next time. Irvin is gonna come join us. Hi,
Hey
Irvin.
guys. Hi.
How are
So just
you?
I'm great. I'm great. Great presentation as always. Anyways.
Thank you.
So
All by myself. I hope Danielle is okay.
well, I hope so too. Yeah, that's just tragic. But anyway, so just
Me
to
too.
make a quick recap, so we you can actually trace the her pattern. I mean, I guess her travel in that day using her cell towers, correct?
I barely hear you.
Can you hear me
Gotta
now? Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
say something? Yeah, now it's better.
Okay. So what I was asking is if you could trace. So you basically traced her movements on that day using the cell towers.
Right. I basically
Okay, and
used
then
I
uh-huh.
used her phone records because it tells you exactly where she was.
So she definitely was either at the house or near the whole giggle voice
She
note thing, right?
definitely she definitely was close enough to one of these towers or that tower because otherwise there is no
Could you
signal, you
tell?
know.
Right, but could you tower was it? You said there was two in Frederick. So how do you know in Frederick?
Your audio cracks up like really bad.
Oh no. Okay, hang on one
There's
second.
two towers in the Frederick.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, that's better.
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
where did I cut off from? I'm sorry. Okay, so about those cell towers, you said there was two in Frederick, right?
At that time, I don't know. Now there's two. At that time, there probably was only one.
So probably one at the time, and that would I guess, kind of placed her within the vicinity of the Watts home, right?
Right.
And also, what did I was really confused at that photo you were showing us. I mean, I don't want to get your words mixed up, so I'd rather hear it from you. So, was the sheet actually there in the garbage bags, or was that like some sort of special effects added in?
That sheet was actually there. I mean, they found it. It's in the discovery.
So, what was the other? What was that thing you were showing? That overlay thing?
Do you want me to show you again?
No, I mean you could show me 100 times. I'm just not catching it for some reason. So maybe by words you'll tell me.
Okay, the first picture I showed you was the picture where CW put the names where Bella, Cece, and Shanann were, right? Their graves and the tanks. He marked the tanks and he marked the grave.
Okay.
And further down, you see that sheet, right?
Uh-huh.
But when you take that picture from a still from the actual drone footage, it's completely different. The sheet looks different. The bushes look different. There are not so many flowers as in the drone footage on the field. And I was wondering about that pipe where the wellhead is, where the bypass line is. That was
Hmm.
missing too.
So basically, one of the photos is probably, I guess, fake. Was it the drone footage or the footage shown to Chris, or whatever? Was it in the
Well,
discovery?
They're both.
I don't know if any of these pictures are fake. I'm assuming it's the one that was shown to Chris because he immediately asked, when was that picture taken? Right?
Oh, so it was
So,
from a different date, whatever he was shown.
exactly.
Oh wow. And and when okay, so when Chris was shown that photo, he immediately known that it was from a different date. Were were the blankets and trash bags there already in those photos?
No, I showed you. In that picture, there were no trash bags. Not that I could see any.
Mm-hmm.
In the picture that was presented to him, I couldn't see a trash bag. Right? And it was cut off like on the bottom where you couldn't see the other trash bag. But the
Okay.
one
Yeah.
close to Shanann's grave, I just can't see it,
So
you know?
so in conclusion, what was your findings with the trash bags and stuff? I'm still not getting there yet.
What do you mean, the finding?
Well, what were you showing? If how I got it is the photos were fake or it was from a different time or date.
I
It,
think it was from a different date. That's why he asked when was that picture taken? Because
uh,
he must know the area, and he must have known he's getting a picture presented from a different date. Which would also mean if it was from a different date,
mm-hmm.
right? Then the
That's
grave
why.
was
That's
already
why I
there.
think the sheet
Wait,
Say
say it.
again, Catherine?
was photoshopped in that one.
What?
I said that's why I think the sheet was photoshopped in that one picture.
Okay, I see. I mean,
Can you
I'm
hear me?
still not there. Maybe it'll take me at least a few more times to watch it, but I get what you're saying. Okay, so that means it's a phone pings. Okay, yeah, that's all I want to ask. I just wanted to make sure I heard it correctly.
Yeah, just rewatch it. I mean,
Yeah, it'll take me probably a while just to get it, but it's probably
yeah, it's just also the sheet is in a different location. Like when you look at the sheet,
uh-huh.
it looks different, like it's shaped different. I mean, it could have been wind, but keep in mind it was heavily raining on Tuesday night. And when they went out there on Wednesday, that sheet is supposed to be wet, right?
Supposed to, supposedly, yeah. But the sheet
Yeah.
pretty clean for it being in the
The sheet, exactly. The sheet looks pretty clean, and I don't know. It's just weird to me. It doesn't look the same. It just doesn't.
But if it doesn't look the same, where did both photos get the sheet from? So obviously one is from a different date. Was that sheet just somewhere like in the wind and they used that photo?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, yeah. See,
Maybe
that's
they placed it there. Who knows?
could
You
be
know
the
what? With
case,
that DA, I believe anything is possible.
right?
I'm not saying they placed the sheet there to, but
Right. I mean, I
yeah,
wouldn't put it past him anyway. Okay, I probably gotta rewatch it a few times, but thanks for bringing me up. Thanks, TJ.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, is saying, and it wasn't CW because he was already under surveillance. Right. He wasn't out there at Cervi
Yeah.
again. Who was out there at Cervi again? Melissa, Chad, and on Tuesday afternoon, Troy. He got
Troy.
surprised
Yep.
by water truck guy, Chris Ostrander,
Mhm.
right?
Yep. I think the whole thing was to get it was a plot just to get Chris out to survey, and I think it started on that Friday when they said there was a leak, and it was just set up to get him out there.
Right.
I don't think he knew, anything was going to happen out there. I think he honestly thought he was going out there to repair a leak, hence why he had on work clothes instead of good clothes.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
just my opinion. I don't think he knew that the girls would be put in the tanks or that Shanann was going to be put in a grave. I think somebody else did all that and they wanted to put him at the scene.
Yeah, but how does he know where the girls were? I mean, he
I
marked
think
the tanks, right?
right. Everything I noticed when Chris speaks, I've watched his interviews several times. Um, just before he doesn't stutter when he tells a lie, like it's scripted, like it's in his head. So I think that
Right.
was told to him to say those things. Whenever he gets ready to say anything that's even remotely close to truth, he stutters a little bit.
Right.
So
And he
every time I
smirks.
hear him hesitate or stutter, yeah, I know a little bit of truth is coming out or something close to the truth. Whenever he's lying, he just goes right through it like it's nothing.
Yeah, the truth within the lies, right?
Yes.
So a little bit he lets out all the time, but yeah.
Yep. He leaves it up to us to do the digging around and try to find the truth, which to me,
Right.
I mean, he's got life in prison anyway. Why not just tell the truth? Be done with it. Get these other killers off the streets.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me.
Michael is saying he had a burner
But,
phone. This is good that you mentioned that because I was going through her phone logs, right? And I
mhm.
checked every single phone number on that log. And for every phone number, a name came up. Either it was a landline or a cell phone, except one. And she called this number only twice on the 13th. And I used, what is it called? Dial Spire or something, that program. It's pretty accurate. And it
Oh,
says,
yeah.
I even screenshotted it, and it says, there's no, that phone number is not in our database, and it's highly likely that the reason is, and then they give you underneath some reasons. Could be disconnected, or the phone number is no longer available, or somebody changed it. And there it specifically said could be a burner phone. And that was really weird because
Yeah.
she only called that number twice.
The phone call, the 111-minute phone call. I have a theory about that. In my opinion, it pinged when she called on that phone. It was in Erie from her house. I believe she called Chris from that phone, and while she was on the phone with him, maybe she wasn't even talking. She could have just set it down, went to Frederick, and just let the
Yeah,
phone go through. And once she got there, that's when the call was disconnected. Or she could have left her phone at her house, and the
right.
battery just died after the
Yeah.
111 phone call.
So while you're on a call, your phone doesn't ping. It only pings when you start the call, right? Or when you
Right. When you
call
when you
somebody,
make the call. Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
she could have moved around for 111 minutes and we still wouldn't know where she was at
Hmm.
because, she
Or she
only
could have left her
pinged.
phone at her house and drove to Frederick, and the phone battery just died.
Could be. You mean that that it was basically just a call that nobody spoke on and they just left both
Right.
their phones? Could be, yeah. Yeah, I
Right. Because
never even
that
thought
could
about this.
put her at her house and not anywhere near the scene at Chris's house, according to her phone records. But yet she would have been at Chris's house.
Yeah, that's true. But
It's a
after that
cover up.
100,
There's so many cover ups.
yeah, just so many questions, I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
But there could be nobody knows what the call was about because they never spoke.
Exactly. That's why they lack
Mm-hmm.
memory. He
Yeah, because
might
they just
just say,
called, the phones pinged, and they just left them sitting there, and one of them probably died. The phone was disconnected. Nobody ever said a word.
yeah, probably. Michael is saying he had his buddies there during the call. Yeah, this is what I believe too. Or do you
Yeah.
mean Lindstrom and this other guy, Dave Colon, when NK was on the phone and he said, it's my mom on the phone? Do you mean that, Michael? Or do you mean during the 111 phone call when they arrived, some truck or car arrived in the driveway? You can see the headlights.
Yeah.
Dave is
That makes sense.
saying CW was set up. If you were burying a body, you would put Shannon in the grave, still in the blanket, and put the bags in there too. Makes no sense to just scatter evidence around the countryside. Yeah, I totally agree. Dave Collin, it was, yeah.
And
Yeah, I
why were the
totally.
girls' blankets at Chris's house? I mean, the one blanket was upstairs on the bedroom floor, and the other blanket, the pink one, was in the trash bin in the garage in the back.
Yeah. That pink blanket, he said, she took her blanket and a pink blanket and her dog or cat.
Mm-hmm.
They had something like that. Right, yeah.
Yeah, they had
We,
their. He said they didn't go anywhere without their blankets. So.
right. Lucy's saying, is it against the law for them to recreate a scene and then enter that recreation into discovery? I do not know the answer to this question. Well, Lucy, I can tell you a little story about that. I had, I work with death row inmates, and I had an inmate, and the law enforcement placed shell casings in front of his sister's house. Somebody was shot through the window, and a witness, also a prison snitch, said he saw him running down the street. And the judge believed him, the prison snitch, of course. and he said, "Oh, I saw him firing the weapon into this house, hitting a little child, 3 years old, I believe. That little boy was,
Oh,
and that little boy died. And yeah, then I saw him running from the scene. So there was only a problem with that. This guy had only one leg, so he couldn't run. So they very well place evidence if they want you to be locked up. It happens. It doesn't
oh yeah.
happen all the time. I'm not saying, everybody's corrupt or something, but I just say it does happen. It definitely does happen. They place evidence. No doubt about it.
So, TJ, if girls and Shanann were taken out of the house, that would be kidnapping. Why was it? I know the FBI gets involved in kidnapping cases.
Yeah.
Why hasn't the FBI stepped in, or is it just because they don't have the proof that they were kidnapped?
I don't think they had the proof. I mean, FBI steps in every time children are involved and in kidnappings.
Right.
Um, they were they put out a bolo, be on the lookout, and then after that they
Hmm.
put out a missing and endangered. So I think the FBI was very well involved until the end.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, they could still reopen it if they found that it was a kidnapping, correct? The FBI could still reopen the case.
I don't know about that because he confessed.
Right.
And other than new evidence coming up, I don't see anybody in the DA or FBI or would reopen that case. I don't think so.
Unless they can
Would be
prove that
nice,
someone else was involved, and then they
right?
could go after the accomplices.
Yeah, but
As
that
far as Chris is
wouldn't
concerned, it's closed.
yeah, but that wouldn't exonerate him because he did his part,
No, no, no.
whether or not he was set up or, you know, threatened or whatever. He concealed a crime if it
Yeah,
was that case,
yeah.
So he's definitely where he belongs.
Chris is. Oh yeah. I'm not saying he's not.
Yeah.
He's definitely a part of the whole thing, even if it's just for the cover-up part. He still knows more than what he's saying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they patting themselves on their shoulders for such a good investigation, but I can only speak, for myself. If I was a juror on that jury when it would have came to a trial and they presented me with this, no way.
Mm.
The thing is,
So I'm reading Dave Holland's thing here.
what's going on in chat?
Oh, Dave Holland, you got something on the screen here.
Oh,
Yeah, they didn't
yeah.
print anything off.
In the UK, the graveside would have been tented and taped off and evidence exactly. Same with the house, wouldn't it? You would see all these
Yeah.
little yellow evidence
I mean,
markers and stuff taped off, and
normally they do that in the U.S., but they didn't.
right. I mean, yeah. Did anybody hear anything about that? Sandy said that that woman going into the Watts house in September, like 7 o'clock at night or something, was from Chris Watts' defense team. Do we know anything about
I
this?
heard about that, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I did hear that it was somebody from Chris's defense team, and she went out the back as law enforcement was coming in the front.
Yeah,
but what she was
I
looking
doubt
for.
that. I honestly doubt that it was anybody of his defense team, simply because why wouldn't she come out or, say, yeah,
Exactly.
it's me, I'm here, I'm looking for evidence, or I gotta check something out or something, but she vanished. So
Yeah,
I don't I don't I
very
don't think,
strange.
I don't know, it to me it seemed like this was another attempt to, you know, take away the attention of NK. I don't know. I don't know. I'm undecided. But I don't think it was
Yeah,
somebody of his defense team. It's just makes no sense. Yeah, that was a load of crap. What do you mean? That September lady was defense
yeah.
team? Irvin?
Who knows? I mean, if you've got nothing to hide, then
Right.
why hide at all? I mean, if she was defense, you would think that law enforcement would have known somebody was going in the house. They would have given
Yeah.
them the heads up, you know.
Yeah. Michael is
And then
saying
the other,
CW was offered a plea deal. CW wanted some of the evidence sealed forever. He has not the authority to tell what's to be sealed and what not. So, or if I read that differently, maybe you mean that evidence against other people would never come out. That's why he was offered the. That's why he took the deal, right? If you mean that. Yeah, I could see that, actually. I could see that.
yeah,
Basically saying, yeah, it was all me. Nobody else had anything to do with it. So they closed the case, never ever reopen it, and case shut and closed, and possibly other people involved walking free.
yeah, he could have said, I'll plead guilty to all of it as long as you don't go after these other people.
Right. His defense lawyer has been promoted to assistant DA. Yeah, that's also true. I heard that too. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, was it the
I think
defense team
DA
doing?
Rourke is in office for another 2 years, I think.
I don't know. If there's somebody in this world I don't care about, it's him.
I know.
Because that's just ridiculous. I mean, to tell the media, oh yeah, yeah, I don't know why she was looking up Shanann in 2017, but this is not a witch hunt. I mean, we're allowed to ask questions, and even the media, found that suspicious.
That's my next push is to go to the news media and see if I can get them to open their eyes. I've just been taking a bunch of notes and photos and you name it.
Yeah.
Studying.
Yeah, that should be best. But to be honest with you, I believe the media is also being told what to say and what not.
Mm-hmm. That's why I've got to
Yeah,
get my ducks in a row and
right.
push them. I'm already
Muffy's
checking
saying,
one.
you guys remember FU, 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 right?
Oh yeah.
That's what she said. It is a
Yep.
witch hunt, Sophia, right? I mean, it's just, I'm not saying, she did anything. I'm not saying she was, physically involved or something. I do believe strongly that she knows more than she's letting on. But
Mm-hmm.
there's so many unanswered questions, and I just want answers to my questions, and we're allowed to have questions because the DA
I think we all do.
made the whole discovery public. So There are questions, and they cannot shut people
I think
down
he
just
made
because.
most of the discovery public, not all of it. I don't think it's all out there.
No, probably not. I mean, autopsy pictures and stuff like that, of course not.
Yeah,
But what
a
they
lot of stuff
have,
missing.
I don't even want to know what's not made public, because it probably would raise even more questions,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
We'll be taking one step forward and 3 steps back.
Right, exactly. Dave saying, I'm not a fan of plea deals unless you're going to frame somebody else to help the police. In this case, it makes no sense unless there's another reason. Right. But what is the reason?
He's protecting somebody.
Yeah. I heard that. I mean, he probably says he's don't want to, have anything to do with her anymore. But I do believe that he still loves her, because,
Mm-hmm.
his lawyers wanted to contact her and she didn't answer or whatever. And you could really see, he didn't care about his girls or Shanann, you know. He
No,
was even then he was focusing to
he
get in
showed
contact
no
with her.
emotion.
No.
Yeah, the only time he showed emotion was when Tammy told him, "You haven't even cried," and that's when he brought up the fake crocodile
I
tears.
think he showed big time emotions at when he was sentenced, because his
Yeah,
mood immediate you could see that in his eyes, like it immediately changed when Rourke told the audience about the injuries of Bella.
yeah.
And this is when, yeah,
That's when his legs were shaking, and
this case would not be still talked about if we felt we had the answers. Exactly, Debbie. Exactly.
yeah.
The chatter isn't about being gruesome. It's not morbid curiosity. There was literally a dad that drove around with his dead family in the car for weeks, and it's not talked about anymore. Is that a different case? It's Tina.
It must be.
The truth is about wanting justice, right? Yeah, that's the thing, I mean, if anybody else was involved, I mean, they should be brought to justice,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what. Because imagine they walk in free and do that to the next person, or it could be your neighbor. I wouldn't want to live next to people like that. And as long as questions are
When
still not answered.
when Chris was being interrogated at the police station, he had said he had made a comment of, "Don't you have all this on video?" And he was talking about the morning when he was going to work. In my opinion, I don't know what your opinion is, I believe he thought his security camera was turned on, and that's why he had said that, when in actuality it was off. Is it
his
possible that somebody could have turned that system off without him knowing?
his security camera.
His home security, his Vivint, yes.
No, I don't think so, because Vivint records everything as usual in his router logs.
Right. Because I know he
So
said in one of, I think it was his first interrogation or something, they had Nate's um, footage, but Chris said, "Don't you have all that on video?" And they didn't. So I'm wondering if he thought his system was on the whole time without him realizing
Oh,
it was not.
that's what you mean.
Yeah,
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I think that's probably the reason, when you look at Shanann's door, when Shanann came home, you see quite a bit of that driveway. So why don't
yeah.
we have footage of that driveway?
You see the driveway, the street behind Betty's house, the street across from Chris's house. Yeah, you see all that stuff.
Exactly. And if there was
Yeah,
somebody like some other creator saying there was a car on the gravel or people walking out, there must be footage of them being recorded, wouldn't it?
right.
Because they reach
Yeah.
that edge where the cameras, the doorbell camera starts recording, and
Hmm.
they trigger that, so it
And
starts
that
recording.
doorbell camera covered a lot
Exactly.
of room. So, yeah, I
So
think he
there
thought
must
his
be
security camera was on, but I think whoever was in the house that morning had turned it off at some point, and he wasn't aware that it was off.
could very well be.
I don't know. I always think outside the box. So,
I'm just looking. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm just looking for that doorbell footage real quick so we can show where it exactly records. Um,
mhm. I had heard that NK was there when he came out of the courtroom.
yeah, that's what I heard too. Just gonna share. Hold on, where is it? I think I have the photo. Yeah, got it. Hold on, I share the screen. So there it is, right? And it starts recording here.
Yeah, see,
Here. Because when Shanann
yeah,
walks up, you see her appearing right here.
you,
So if somebody
yeah,
was at
you
the
don't see her
gravel,
getting
or
out of the car.
yeah, if somebody was here or walking this way to the truck, you should
It would have
even
triggered
see
it.
him on that doorbell camera. So if anybody was walking along here,
Hmm.
unless they knew how to not trigger that doorbell camera, there must be more vivid footage than we ever got to see, you know?
And if it was deactivated, she would have been alerted on her phone. Or if it was activated, either way, her phone would alert her.
Right.
I have a friend that has the same security system, so I've asked him a lot of questions about it.
Thank
Just
you.
like
What's the
when
obsession?
the front door opened. Oh, nice.
Do you think
One,
if
two,
NK
three.
was in the courtroom, someone would have snagged a picture of her? Um, from my understanding, she was sitting in that corridor where he was led through. So no media or anybody else from the audience was in that room or in that little corridor. If I got that right, if I heard that right.
I think it was just family and the attorneys, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Compare the footage of SW coming home to the appearance of the plants and trees in body cam. One creator swears the ring footage is from May. Xtina, what do you mean? What, the ring footage is from May when Shanann comes home? That's interesting. That's
That wouldn't
interesting.
surprise me.
Yeah, after what we've seen tonight, yeah. Someone messed with the Vivian. That's why Tammy asked how good he was with computers and can he code. It's in the discovery. Yeah, but they still record it. I mean, it's still alerted when the doors got open or the doorbell and stuff. So I don't know about that. Question for creators. I'm making a video about missing evidence on my small channel. May I provide a link and use just a screenshot from only work related sent from my... I don't understand the question. What's the obsession? Question for creator. I'm making a video about missing evidence on a small channel. May I provide a link and use just a screenshot from only work related sent from personal phone? I think you have to explain to me. I don't know what that means. What do you mean? It took a long time for that footage of Shanann to come out. That's also true, Mandy. It took a long time until they decided to... Oh, you mean if you can use a video of mine? Yes, of course you can. What's the obsession?
Okay, she wants a screenshot.
Yeah. Why is he making up that story about courtroom appearance of NK? Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. We don't even know if that's even true. I can't even tell you who said it first. I just heard it. Shanann wasn't that...
question about the... Go ahead.
Dave's saying Shanann wasn't that pregnant in May because we just said, some other creator said that footage could have been May. Yeah, I didn't look at it and I didn't compare the plans and all that, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna definitely look into this. We can do that on the next stream, actually. We need evidence of videos from the airport. Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's also a thing. Danielle mentioned that to me too. She said, why, if somebody is missing, they want to basically reenact the person's whereabouts, right? So she had a flight.
Yep.
The first thing they do, they're gonna get the footage of the airport. It's simple, isn't it? Then they're gonna check the doorbell, right? They have that. So where's the footage of the airport?
Yep.
That's interesting.
Tucked away for some reason, I'm sure.
Right. Maybe
I mean, there's
it's because
security cameras all over the airports, even the parking lots.
right. Sophia, yes, Shanann did get dropped off from her friend Nicole Atkinson. And Kay wasn't
is there
a
no security cameras at the Lazy Dog or any of the other businesses in that area, like a gas station or, when they all went to dinner that night?
Yeah.
There's got to be some footage there.
Right. I think Delyn says, I think people question it because she's in a jacket flying from Arizona in August. So some people don't believe it's from that day in August. Yeah, but the weather conditions at night, I mean, I don't know in Colorado how the temperatures drop. But I know from my friend Mary, she lives in Colorado, it's getting pretty cold at night, even in the summer. So
And she
I
wasn't
don't know.
feeling good.
And she wasn't
She
feeling
wasn't
good,
feeling
right?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe she had
Well,
information.
TJ,
She exchanged for being treated like a victim. Yeah, probably. Do you guys remember when the DA said, "Oh, she brought bombshell information"? I'm still waiting for that bombshell information.
yeah, I didn't hear
I
anything.
mean, I didn't hear anything either. I mean, what was so bombshell about
No,
it? Yeah, it's always cold on
nothing in
planes.
my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
But
I
she
don't know.
was all about herself.
Sorry?
I said she was all about herself.
Yeah.
It was all me, me, me. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I did send you an email
Okay.
of
I'll
some
look into it.
stuff I've been working on for oh god, I don't know, the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks, something like that.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh
Do
man,
nothing
it was a
else
nightmare.
other than the friggin' what's case. I feel like my life
Oh,
is over. uh
I find
yeah.
myself at sometimes getting panic attacks. It just gets so overwhelming.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Because there are so
the
many
truth will
questions.
come out one day.
Oh yeah,
It
definitely.
will come
Everything
out
comes
one
out one
day.
day. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
All right,
We all know
Catherine.
they're watching us, so
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Well, thank you, TJ.
Okay.
Okay.
See you
Sorry to
later.
hold you up. So many unanswered questions. Okay. Good night.
Good night. Bye bye. Yeah. Wear jackets on airplanes. Yeah. Thank you. What's the obsession? Right. So, yeah, guys, I would wrap it up right here then. And gonna do definitely another stream next week, Saturday, or maybe earlier. I'm gonna talk to Danielle. But I definitely want to show you guys. I mean, probably I'm not gonna say what I heard in her interview. But yeah, definitely maybe someone of you guys have heard it already, but it was just like for me when I heard it, it was like, what did you just say? That's why I'm pretty pleased that somebody mentioned they could have known each other in 2017. So I'm gonna go get to work and get that presentation ready. I hope you guys enjoyed that little 3 hour live stream. And I wanted to say thank you for all the members that joined the channel today. You won't be disappointed. I'm going to do members only live streams in the future as well. Like I said, we can talk about any topics. It doesn't need to be crime. Just have a little chat, a little chitty chat, And yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you, Jennifer, for being a moderator. I hope you keep that position for forever. You did a great job. Thank you so much. And thanks to all the people joining the channel. And thank you guys for all your support. And I wish you have a great night or a great evening or a great morning and have a nice rest of your weekend. See you next week. Bye bye.